camera be able to see my numerous diamond collection. So I just found that song. I just found that song on my YouTube music. I just randomly came across it. Swang. You remember swang? Swang that year. So hello loved ones, hello family and friends. I know some of your niggas like a swang. I know some of your niggas like a swang. Blow away what you blow away. When I die, I can't take it to the grave. I know some of your niggas like a swang. You remember? Back then when we did secondary school, back in the days, way back 2000 and 2015, 215, 214, when we were in secondary school, when the song came out new, swang. I know some of your niggas like a swang. Just randomly, I just came back from work. I came back from work. I decided to play some song on my YouTube music, and I just came across it. Oopsies, and I was like, I know this song, swang. Everybody knows swang. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. So in this life, I want to talk about the importance of asking. Ask. Simple question. Ask. Open your mouth and ask. I wanted to tag it along with the Bible verse. The Bible verse. Whatever Bible verse that said ask and you shall receive. Maybe the title of this life could have been John 4 verse 15. Ask and you shall receive. That should have been the title of this life. The importance of asking. You must ask. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Hello friends and hello well wishers. So I'm taking a vitamin C. All these vitamins, this type of vitamin C, whereby you put water inside the glass cup and then you drop the vitamin C tablets. Big tablet, you drop it inside and then it foams. It foams for a few seconds before you start drinking it. Ask and you shall receive. Whatever you ask, you shall receive. You stand a better chance of getting what you want by simply asking than not asking at all. Why did I come up with that? I was coming back from work today and I enter public transport. Mobato Fenugu State, a professional and certified life coach. I have numerous jewelry. These are numerous jewelries, numerous watches, numerous necklaces. I have it all. But then I still decided to enter public transport, So I was in transport and one man came and said, what did he even say? He called me something. He said, yellow. He called me yellow. People used to call me yellow. I don't even know if am I yellow color? Am I yellow? I know that I'm fair in complexion, but I don't think I'm yellow. If you see people that are yellow, you see that, okay, this person is very, very fair in complexion. I'm not very fair in complexion. I'm just fair in complexion. But then most people see me and they call me yellow. I'm not yellow. I'm not even that fair in complexion. Once in a while my hand turns like shrinks to black. But then people see me and they call me yellow. So he saw me inside the bus and he said yellow. Yellow, I beg, if you give me 200, make I enter transport, go back house. It's na some saying money don't finish. I just put hand for pocket, come out 200 naira give her. I wouldn't have given him that 200 naira if he didn't ask. Number one. If he looked like a madman, I wouldn't have given him that money. That's number two. Therefore, in order to ask and receive, you must at least look presentable. Ask and you shall receive. You want to ask big man for something, and then you are looking like a madman. You must look presentable. That taught me an important thing, And I said, once I get home, I'm going to come live. No, that's what I basically do. You know, why most people are doing contents, doing random nonsense. Why most people are wasting time doing skits making, how to make people laugh. I decided that I won't be doing that. I'm not going to spend my life. I'm not going to be known as the funny comedian. I'm not doing any funny anything. The only thing that gives me joy is that when I come back from work or when I go to work and I pick up my phone and I start recording, trying to make someone else's life better. That's the only thing that gives me joy. You understand? How do I make video from whatever that has happened in my life? From whatever that has happened in my life, how do I try to use it to make someone else's life better? That's what I do. And then I saw a post on Twitter where somebody was saying that that we live in a society whereby you must identify what is trending and you must trend with it. Therefore, if you are making educational content like this type of videos that I'm making, that if you're making educational content like this, that considering that most people do not want to be taught anything anymore, most people do not want educational video. Everybody just want to have fun. Everybody just want to laugh. That if you are doing intellectual videos, if you are watching me now and you are a creator, you are making videos. Maybe you are making videos and you are not even seeing views. You are making videos. You are putting in work. You are making videos. How to bake cake, how to do furnishing, how to repair whatever. How you are making content and you are not getting views. The only problem is because most people living in this world now, nobody wants to learn anything. Everybody's dopamine is so crushed. Everybody wants 2 seconds, boom, 3 seconds. And then you go on TikTok and you see people scrolling on TikTok. If you ask them, what are you looking for on TikTok? What kind of videos? The person can't even say, I'm scrolling because I'm looking for a video where they are repairing windows. They just keep constantly. People's dopamine is fried. So fried. And then there are people like me who make YouTube videos of 1 hour. If you are seeing me and this is your first time seeing my face, Mobato of Enugu State, professional and certified life coach. If you go into my channel, you see that I make videos of 1 hour, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. People who randomly scroll on TikTok, do you think they have 1 hour to watch me speak? Watch me speak. Try to teach you something that you need. Hello, you are poor. You need to wake up on time and you need to go to your workplace and open your store and make money. And then I discuss about all of it at length. Do you think somebody that is addicted to scrolling sit down, keep their phone and listen? Impossible. Do you understand? These people are so crushed. If I'm someone that is chasing money, I'm chasing money, I'm trying to get monetized. If that's what I'm doing, it won't even cost me anything to switch from the type of videos I'm making. And then I'll start making comedy. You think I'm not funny? You think I'm not funny? I'm 100%. Everybody is funny. I'm funny. I can just start making one random funny nonsense. And then I start getting views. It won't even take anything. I just have to take my vodka, drink my vodka, call one of my guy, how far, follow me, go May Road, use camera and be videoing me. Where bossers go to May Road. People will start looking at me. If it won't even cost anything. And then boom, you blow online. Boom, you get so much views. Boom, you get monetized and you start making money. But then tomorrow, your children are going to look back at the life that their dad lived and see that once in a while you are wearing bossers and you are making nonsense. Do you understand? So I do not want to go that route. I do not want to go that route. That's why I don't do it. So if you're watching me now and you are a creator, you are a content maker, you make videos, and then you are struggling to get views, it's not because you are not doing something nice. It's not because you are not doing something nice or you don't put in enough effort. It's because the community, the environment is gone. People are no more interested in any of that. Everybody wants to laugh, chase clouds, talk about nonsense, talk about football, and all of that nonsense. So ask, and you shall receive. See what my light is doing now. I don't know. I've noticed that Since I moved into this my new house, my house, once I start recording, my light starts misbehaving. Once I start recording, I'm serious. Once I start recording, my light starts misbehaving. I'm going to turn it off because you are stressing me. So the moment I start recording, my light starts misbehaving. Yakiko, Yakiko. Okay, Yukiko Amaji. Yukiko Amaji, are you from Ghana? Ask and you shall receive. What do you want? What is it that you want? What is it that you want? Ask someone that has it. And then you might get lucky, the person might just give it to you. So you must ask. You won't get it if you don't ask. You must ask. Ask and you shall receive. Now that I'm dressing like this now, I stand a better chance. I stand a better chance of going outside. That's if I put on my trousers. If I put on my trousers, I stand a better chance of going outside to ask someone, hello, I ran out of money. Please, I need 1,000. Please, I need 500 so I can do transport and go home. I stand a better chance of receiving money from somebody, from stranger, than if I'm coming back from farm and I'm looking dirty and unkempt. And then I see somebody and try to say, hello, please give me money. I want to. The first thing the person is going to think about is that maybe I look like somebody that is doing ritual. All these people, they won't carry my money, go do ritual. The person said, Obata said that ask and you shall receive. You understand? Are you following? Obata said ask and you shall receive. And then you are looking like a madman and you went to ask something. And then the person didn't give you. And then you say that Obata taught you that ask and you shall receive. You must look nice. You must look presentable. So that when you ask somebody, the person can at least look at you and be able to give you. He called me yellow. Yellow. See how am I? I'm not yellow. I'm not. This is a yellow. This is yellow. This is yellow color. I don't look like this. This vitamin C. This is yellow. I am not yellow. How am I going to convince all the whole drivers, all the whole conductors, all the whole people at the markets that call me yellow? This is yellow. I am not yellow. It's so crazy. Everybody generalize people. The people who have black skin color, they generalize all of them as black. All these black woman, black man, black. How is somebody that identify as chocolate color? How is the person going to convince people that, hey, I'm not black, I'm chocolate, I'm indigo? You are black. Black. Do you understand? With this my color now, if I decide to relocate to another country, people in another country won't see me and say that I'm from Africa. You understand? People might even mistake me and say that maybe I'm from Mexico or I'm from another country. People won't look at me and say that I'm from Africa because of my color. But if you are chocolate, everybody's already looking at you like a black. You are black. That black. How do you convince people? How do you convince the entire public, the entire universe that, hello, I'm not black, I'm chocolate? Nobody cares. You have black color, black chocolate, India, black. So I hope you guys are having a great time. As you can see, I'm having a great time. I'm chilling. Ask and you shall receive. So if you're watching me now and there is something that is bothering you, I'm a life coach trying to make your life better. The only reason why I turn on my camera is how do I make video from what has happened in my life so that when I post it, someone else's life can get better. Maybe the person will not repeat some of the mistakes that I've done. That's the sense of all the videos that I make. I do not make videos for entertainment purposes. I do not create content so that somebody will watch me and say, this guy is funny. That is not the aim. The aim is, I went to store. A customer came to my store. I told the customer, for your service, this is how much I'm going to charge you. And then at the end of the day, the customer did not pay me my complete money. And then I discovered that why that happened was because I didn't conclude on price with the person first, and I did the work. From the experience that I have now, I can now make video and try to educate someone else that may be starting off business or that may be doing business. Hello, this so thing, I did it at my store. I hope you learn from my own experience so that you make better choices. That's the only reason I make videos, trying to make someone else's life better. Then, no matter how you may want to see it, everybody that is recording videos, anybody that is making video, anybody that is bringing out time to make videos, all these things that I do cost a lot of money. Some people see me and they be like, the guy is just recording. I'm not just recording. I've used this stuff as my bag. I've used this for a show. Done. To print this stuff now cost me 7,000. This banner you are seeing here now, to print it cost me 7,000. I've used it to record a show. I think it was like 40 minutes. Done. I'll throw this thing away. 7,000. Done. To record one show. If I decide to make another show and maybe to talk about Maduro, or Trump or Iraq, I'll need to make another one of 7,000. When I'm done with the show, I'll throw it away. Imagine spending all this money and then you post shows, you do all this stuff, spending money, spend. You spend all this money, and then at the end of the day, you upload the video on YouTube that may cost about 10 gig to post. You do all this stuff with all the stress, with all the network stress that will waste time, take about 5 hours to upload. You do all this stuff and then you get 10 views. So bad, so horrible. With all my 9K subscribers, with all of it, if someone would have told me that there will be a point where you have 9,000 subscribers and then you post videos and you get 10 views, I wouldn't believe that. How are you subscribing to my channel? You are subscribing to my channel because you like this guy. You like what the guy say. You watch the guy videos and then you learn something. And then when the person posts a longer video, my longer videos are well detailed, explaining everything as length, giving numerous examples. But all the short videos, just short videos, give the bullet points, boom, done. And then when I post longer videos, most people don't watch it. I don't know why. You see all these things, and then you see why people just push themselves and they start doing comedy, because that's what most people are clicking. Comedy. Edu and Sons comedy. Funny Bros. Sabinus. Okaman. Alkaman. Brain Jotter. Comedy. Everybody's doing comedy now. The comedy industry is so saturated now that I don't even think there is anything that is funny again. Seriously speaking, there is nothing that is funny again. They have everything that is funny. People have already done it all. Everything, you need to take this serious. Everything that is funny, people have already done it all. What is funny in the internet now? There is nothing funny. And then everybody is jumping into comedy. Because if you make videos like this, trying to educate somebody, nobody wants to click it. Nobody wants to watch your videos. People want to watch, and then it's so saturated that what do you want to do that I've not seen before? Edu and Sons comedy, Emeka and Sons comedy, recording all the way from their village. Mr. Palm Tree comedy, recording all the way from on top of a palm tree, singing whatever local song comedy. Comedy. Everybody's doing comedy. Except me. Built like tank, built like Hercules. I do not need to copy what everyone else is doing. I believe so much in myself. I believe in what I put in. I believe in the effort I put in, that I spend money to print this stuff. I spend money to print it every time I want to do a new show. I spend money. These are all investments. Investing in myself, investing in my craft, investing in my quick ones, in the videos, that investing on my YouTube career, so that maybe 2 to 3 years, boom, there is possibility that one of my videos is going to boom. But most people do not have 2 to 3 years. Nobody wants to wait 3 years, 2 years. Nobody has that strength. People just want to post comedy, boom, and then boom overnight. And then if they try it and it does not work, the next thing, they start packing women. They start bringing women to their comedy. The women that have big backside. So that people will watch. Everybody's looking for attention. And then you wonder why governments keep treating people like shit. Because the government have seen that everybody is retarded. You are making comedy, nobody is watching your comedy because it's not funny, it's not interesting, it does not teach anybody anything. And then, because you are looking for money, you are looking for quick views. You are looking for all of it. You have gone to pack the whole tout in the whole country. You have packed them all to use them and make comedy, so that people will click. And then you see all these things, you see all these nonsense, meaningless posts on the internet, and then you wonder why the country is fucked up. Because people are just constantly watching what is on their screen. Everybody's watching, and then the more you watch it, the more the nonsense it starts manifesting in your own life. Because when you go to TikTok, you do not see my videos. Algorithm do not post my videos to you, so that you watch my video, you listen to Obata telling you need to treat your partner right. You watch videos like that, you listen to videos like me, and you become better for the society. Algorithm does not want that. Therefore, if you go to TikTok, what algorithm shows you is comedy. Comedy. How does how is it going to make our society better? Do you understand? Matrix attack, just like Top G. Nobody want to be a life coach. Nobody want to coach anybody. Nobody want to do that. Since I started making shows, since I started making quick one, I started making videos maybe 1 year plus now. If you see all my videos, each video that I do comes with new stuff, comes with new banner. I've been spending 7,000 since last year to be changing this stuff. If I remove this one now, I'm throwing it away. Boom, throw it away. Boom, throw it away. I'm spending money to do this stuff. Money, kudi, owo. I'm spending money to do this stuff. Investment. Nobody is going to remove their money, remove some part of their salary to do this stuff. Ask, and you shall receive. You must ask, so you shall receive. If you do not ask, nobody knows what you want. Nobody knows the color you want. Nobody knows if you are allergic to whatever. You must ask. Doctor, I want vitamin C. This is how it's doing me. Doctor, I want ampiclox. Why do you want ampiclox? You refuse to give the doctor the exact reason why you want it. What's wrong with you? And then you buy ampiclox and you kill yourself. Ask. Open your mouth and talk. Most people go to pharmacy and then they buy ampiclos. They buy ampiclos and then they keep swallowing ampiclos. They keep killing themselves with ampiclos. You have sex with a woman there and then you buy a card of ampiclos and then you keep swallowing ampiclos and then you kill yourself with ampiclos. Ampiclos. You could have just opened your mouth and asked the doctor or the pharmacist in the hospital. You could have also just opened your mouth and said, "Hello, pharmacist. I had unprotected sex with a lady and I'm scared of getting contaminated. What drug will you give me to take?" If you had opened your mouth to ask, you would have gotten what you needed than just simply going to pharmacy to buy ampiclos. You buy ampiclos, you swallow ampiclos, and then you die. Or you become ampiclos resistant. That in the future, if you now need something that requires ampiclos, it cannot work because you have been shoving down ampiclos down your throat, down your throat, down your throat. You had sex with a girl, you shoved down ampiclos in your mouth. Somebody sucked your tiny penis, you shove ampiclos in your mouth. You keep swallowing pills that your body does not work with the pills anymore. Do you understand? But if you had opened your mouth and told the pharmacy or the doctor, "Hello, doc, I slept with so person and I'm scared I might get contacted. Give me drug." But then, which doctor is even reliable anymore? This world is so fucked. Which doctor is even reliable anymore? Fuck you. The guy is a doctor. Doctor Winston. Doctor that did something. Doctor that have extra year when he was in school. Doctor. The guy is a doc. You go to pharmacy to buy drug and then you see one guy as big as the whole pharmacy. There is only one guy. They are calling him farm, and then he's farm, and then he's wearing tie, farm, and then everybody in the whole pharmacy is asking one person question. Somebody will come and buy drug and then they will ask the pharmacy, "What's the prescription?" Pharmacist, the man, 1 morning, 1 night, every 4 hours. Farm. You had carryover when you were in school. What made you a farm? Do you understand? Imagine me now. I'm a biochemistry graduate, biochemist, which means there is possibilities that I'm going to go to a pharmacy shop and then they are going to employ me. I am a second class lower graduate. But because I studied biochemistry, they can employ me. They feel that I know about tetraoxosulfate 6 reacting with ethanol to give you I'm chilling. I'm not looking forward to working for anybody. Fuck you all. I'm chilling. So guys, I hope you learned something from this life. We are going to call it a day. I hope you learned something. And your take home should be that whatever you need, whatever thing that you need, you should open your mouth to ask someone that has it. You have something that I need. "Hello, please, can you give it to me? I need this. Please, can you give it to me?" And you'll be surprised how people will just give you things because you open your mouth and ask. So let it be what you learn from this live video now, that whatever thing you need to open your mouth to ask someone that has it. "Hello, please, you have this. Please, I need it. Can you give me some?" And then they will give it to you because you opened your mouth to ask. But if you don't ask, people can't assume that maybe the guy is hungry. Do I want to give him food? But if you open your mouth and say, "Hello, I'm hungry. Please, do you have food to give me?" They will give you. So open your mouth and ask and remain blessed. That will be all for now. Hopefully we'll see you next time.